Such a pleasure to be connecting with you today. So tell me, Neha,
Yes.
shall I begin with my introduction first? Let me briefly introduce myself to
Sure.
you. Yes, as you already know, my name is Mandeep and I run a channel by the name of Fluency Goals. And I reside in Delhi and I was born and brought up in Punjab and I have had all my education from there. And I have master's degree in English literature and English honors degree also. And got my B.Ed, worked with some reputed schools in Chandigarh and New Delhi. And I have taught several senior secondary school students. And I worked for a while with a Mumbai based firm also, of which I am not allowed to take the name here. So I trained young professionals in business communication and IELTS aspirants as well. Currently, I am enjoying this role of being a creator and venturing into this new field, new area, and I'm exploring new things every day, learning so much as the journey goes. So that is about me. Now, I would like to know a little bit more about you.
That, that was really wonderful to know about you. I can say you have your finger in every pie. Like you are trying so many things, you are doing so many things all together. That's wonderful. And being a woman or being a girl, I think this is a superpower which we get, uh, and which we are blessed. We can do so many things
Right,
all
right.
together. So
We are trained from the beginning only to be multitaskers, you know? Right.
yes, yes, yes. So this is Neha Rana. I am a proud homemaker. I come from a small village from Himachal Pradesh, but currently I stay in Mohali, that is in Punjab. And
Wow, that
in
is
my
so.
career,
I'm
current,
sorry to interrupt you. Really sorry to interrupt you, but I'm really thrilled to know
I know
that you
that.
are residing in Mohali because I have my own
Yes.
home there.
Oh
Okay.
wow, that's so sweet.
Yes. Yes.
Okay,
Please
yeah.
continue.
So let's get back to the introduction.
Yes. Yes.
So currently in my profession, I am established as an English educator, having dedicated past 5 years in online instruction. My expertise lies in teaching English grammar and in helping my learners to understand this language. I never say that I am a trainer because I am myself learning this language.
Yes.
I am not any official trainer. But the thing is, I just want to help those people who find it little hard to
Mm.
understand the intricacies of this language. So I offer a helping hand to those people. I impart my knowledge and I learn so many things from my learners and my co-YouTubers. That's all about myself.
Well, that's really nice to know. In the process, I would like to add here, being a teacher comes later only after you consider yourself as a learner. Because as a teacher, we have to learn so many things in the process, and there is nobody who has know it all in any subject. So in the process, we keep learning new things every single day. So we are all learners out there. Right. I completely
Right,
resonate with
true
you
that.
there. Okay. So, what are we discussing today?
I have 2 points in my mind. Actually, I we will be discussing here those questions which I guess we all come across frequently. As in,
Hmm.
people come to me, ma'am, how to remove or how to overcome the fear of making mistakes. And I want to discuss this question in two parts. First, when you are
Hmm.
a beginner, then you have this fear of making mistakes and being judged by people, right? But when you are good enough in terms of your communication skills, you are at that level of your communication skills where you can have an interaction smoothly, but still while having any interaction in public setting or in society in social setting, we have that fear of making mistakes. What if I
Right.
make mistake in front of so many people, right? So how to
Mhm.
overcome this fear? Because I think this is a thing, this is a feeling which we all come across, right? So what are your points of view in this perspective?
As a beginner, definitely when you are facing challenges with language, then this fear automatically comes in. But as per my observation, my personal experience, even if you know all the language, sometimes if you are introvert and you are not confident in the setting and you are not confident meeting new people, even then it seeps into your conversation and it reflects. But as an English language learner, if you are beginning, so don't be afraid of making mistakes there at first, because first the importance lies in, getting yourself out there, speaking and practicing. Because eventually it's a process. If you don't speak at all, you will not be learning. So first of all, you need
Right.
to venture there, and it's like saying that watching YouTube videos on swimming, and you don't get to know all how to swim until you get into the water. You jump into the water, right? So you have to speak and try somewhere, start somewhere, and eventually in the process, keep working on your grammar, on basic sentence structures, and eventually it keeps getting better, right? What's your take on this?
Yeah, whatever you just you mentioned each and every point. I just want to add one point here, which I keep telling to my learners also. See, if I talk about how to speak in public or how to be a good speaker, it doesn't have every time. It is not like it is not connected every time with English language only.
Yes.
We need to be presentable no matter what which language we are using. So first of all, how to present yourself? Are you good enough to present yourself confidently while
Hmm.
having any interaction with your friends or with your family members? Right? Do you have that power of making people, or power of convincing people? Right?
Hmm.
So, what according to me, not everyone is blessed with gift of the gap, right?
Right,
So,
right.
it's right because it's speaking is an art. First of all, speaking is an art. Any language comes later. So, I know so many people who are not able to present themselves comfortably in their native language, in their first language itself. So we need to work not only on verbal part but on the non-verbal part also.
Right.
How
Body
to keep
language.
your body
That's also
language
very
positive.
important. Right, right.
Yeah, our facial
Very,
expressions, gestures.
hmm,
Mhm.
right. A very interesting thing I would like to bring here. I was recently, reading an article. Being an introvert myself, I myself faced this challenge many times, but then your profession demands it and you have to be out there, right? And sometimes, having an alter ego, it also helps the
Right.
introverts. Alter ego, like when you are there, otherwise I am Mandeep, I am in my own shell, right? But when I have to go out there publicly, I turn into this, confident person. I am no longer this Mandeep, but now I am a public speaker and I have to present myself this way. And I know it all. Sometimes, believing this that everybody is just there, sometimes you need to forget that people know better than you in order to bring that confidence. Although it's not true, but sometimes as a beginner, you need to, bring that confidence in yourself. And body language, as in school, I have trained students, and many students, they are not able to speak in front of even the class. I would
Right.
often tell them, when you are presenting, coming in class here in the center stage, and if you're not able to look into your audience in eye, it's okay. Just try to look over their head. That way they
Yes.
feel that you are looking at them, but then that's not making you conscious while speaking. So there are many tactics that work practically,
Hmm.
right? Okay.
Right, right. Because not everyone has that oratory skills. People who know me, they think that I am a good orator or I am good at presenting myself. Maybe I am an easygoing person. I am an easygoing person, but I consider myself an introvert because I love
Mhm.
being in my shell. I love spending time with myself, right? But as you just mentioned, when I am in public setting, then or when I am in front of my students, then you will see a different Neha, right?
Right.
Second thing, being a homemaker, I know, I think homemaking is the most underrated profession or task.
My God,
People
really.
take,
And it involves
yes,
so many things,
yes,
multitasking at multiple
right,
levels.
multiple levels, and everyone takes us for granted.
Right.
So somehow we lose our confidence because
Mm.
I am in this process. I have been in this process for 15 years now. So it's all about cooking, doing dishes, laundry, taking care of family members, entertaining all the guests and serving foods, right? So in this tedious task or in this tedious process, we forget ourselves, who actually we
Right.
are. So when you get this realization, right? So that's the eureka moment, I would say. So this is a strong message to all the housewives or homemakers. Just chase your dreams. Don't think that it's late now. It's never late, right? So that's what I am doing. I am chasing my dreams. I'm living my life despite being always busy or always on my toes. I try to find some times for my sessions. I
Balance.
conduct,
Right.
yes,
Mm.
I conduct simultaneously. I am conducting my classes also. Right now, I know after these sessions, I would be rushing to my kitchen, right? I have to prepare for my
Right.
lunch also. So it's
Right. Right.
on me how I am going to face these kind of things. What is my motive to tell all these things? That, see, if you are underconfident, we all have one
We
shade
all
of
are
have
somewhere.
losing our
Hmm.
confidence, right?
Right.
So don't look for outer help. You need to boost yourself. You need to build your confidence. So that's what my point is here. So if you are not comfortable or confident in your public setting, start from yourself. Start from your home. Start having interaction with yourself. Mirror technique. I
Mirror
have
talk.
told this thing
Yes. Mirror talk works wonderfully.
thousands times.
Yes. It does.
Wonder, right? Imitating, shadowing, and recording yourself. Just turn your camera on, try to speak. First, don't go for English language, just try to speak anything randomly in your first language, be it Hindi or any
Mm-hmm.
other,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then see, are you able to, you know, uh, make a proper
Express
eye
yourself.
contact,
Right.
right? And are you able to express yourself the way you want to? Then switch to this
Right.
language. It is going to be an onerous task because it is going to be it is going to take time, but now it's again it all depends on your mindset. Are you focused enough or are you determined enough? So
It
that's
depends,
my point of
on the learner. It's not about the quantity of time that you are giving, but the quality of time.
yes,
Whatever time you have in your hand, how much focus you have there, right? Even if it is just practicing
yes,
30 minutes a day, it's enough, but that requires your complete
right,
attention, right?
yes,
So I have also,
exactly,
noticed one thing. Uh, when you are learning to speak, listening
hmm,
works even much quickly than this passive reading or learning grammar. So the more exposure you have in listening the language and then speaking, that improves your quality of speaking a lot. Because I had my education from Punjab in 90s, and those times we didn't have much exposure to listening to native speakers over Netflix or any other platform, right? And I noticed that, the quality of my speech and the kind of collocations that I use today, they are quite different from the language that I used 15 years back. When I got exposed to these, series and all, listening to the native speakers. So, bookish language is quite different from the conversational language. And for that, we need to expose ourselves more and more to podcasts, especially podcasts where it is conversational, where it's not just a
Hmm.
monologue. So conversational speech patterns are really different. How to express yourself? What is the intonation? Where is the rise and fall in a question, or is it a statement? And sometimes you tend to miss subject while speaking your sentence in speaking, right? But in writing, it is not so.
Yes.
So that is quite different.
Yeah. Okay, yes. So 90s, talking about 90s is true nostalgia for me. It's all about our struggles because we were not privileged to have these all these advanced gadgets, right? And I wasn't,
Right.
I don't know about, because I belong to a very small place in Himachal, and I didn't have a mobile phone. I think when I was pursuing my masters, then only I got my first phone. That was Nokia. I don't really remember
Yeah.
the model name, right? And
Right. I think we
we
are
have
we are counterparts, and our age must also be same there. Where I also got my first mobile phone in while pursuing my masters only. So
masters,
yeah,
right? So we were not privileged or to have a Google or YouTube, right? We were completely relied on our books and on our professors. So yes, if I see my journey, so I truly proud of myself. I always pat my back because I know my struggles, I know my
mm,
journey. But it all depends how strong-headed you are. That's it. You need to be passionate, right?
right.
People talk about manifestation these days. Ma'am, I am manifesting that I'll be a fluent
Affirmations.
speaker, but still I am not. Still I am not. So I tell them manifestation is all about to have a positive approach towards your actions. So you need to
Right.
take
And
action.
they
Just
forget those
can't sit.
actions, efforts part. Putting
Yes,
in those efforts.
right. Right. So I tell them you need to put your best foot forward to achieve anything in your life. But yes, you need to have that positive outlook, and there should be a solution oriented approach because we all come across so many problems in our everyday life, right? So there should be a solution oriented approach. Instead of focusing on the problem, we should focus on the solution. So these are the strategies to be an efficient speaker, and don't just watch so many videos, or don't feed your brain with so many
Brain
things
rot is the
altogether.
term, I
Just
guess. Today's term is brain
right,
rot. They keep watching so much content, and
so many.
eventually it leads to brain rot.
Yes,
And one
right.
thing
So
you
you need.
mentioned here, consistency and being persistent, resilient. And I would like to add something here. Set yourself small goals, small everyday goals. Do not set
Right.
a big goal for yourself, which becomes really difficult to pursue later, and it intimidates you that whether I'll be able to achieve this or not. Set small goals for every day, and you achieve those small goals and pat yourself, right? I have done that, I have achieved
That's
that.
it.
That's the way to go.
Yes, that's actually yes. Because don't look this validation from other, right?
Right,
Start
right.
valuing yourself, believe in yourself. Yes, these are the things which we all need to follow. uh, and you know what happens, sometimes we don't know which strategy to use or which way we need to choose. Sometimes we are going on a wrong track. That's also one of the reasons we don't get the desired results. So we need to know that we need to adapt all the skills. We need to read also, we need to write also, we need to listen to also, because I think listening, as you just mentioned this, that we hardly we listen to any good content. And if you are having a conversation, I was also not a good listener, telling you. I adapted this habit of being a good listener. So try to listen to the other people, observe that person, how is she or he, presenting himself or herself, right? So listening plays a crucial role in your journey of learning this language.
Right, absolutely agree with you there. Listening is so important, and while having conversations, many a times, especially when we are too conscious, we are focused on what we want to convey, what are our thoughts, and we forget that what the other person is saying, we are not paying much attention there. So, listening is very important in any conversation, and especially in order to take conversations forward. As you mentioned, listening. So you were talking about techniques of shadowing, right? One thing I would like to convey to all the learners out there: when you are shadowing, choose whom to shadow very wisely. Because when you get into this technique of shadowing, no, it impacts your pronunciation, accent, the way you speak by imitating the speaker. So you should choose your speaker very wisely, the one whom you want to imitate. So that is very important there. So this is one care to be taken
True
while
that.
shadowing. That right.
True that. Because uh, I heard, I guess I was watching, I don't know what, I was watching something, and it was all some devotional sort of program. So one guru, and he was telling people, आज की डेट में आप किस गुरु को फॉलो कर रहे हो ये भी मैटर करता है. So choose your guru or mentor wisely. That is really a good point here, because you can't follow anyone.
Hmm.
So you need, and the main, how I would like to sum this up, you need to be a smart learner. Don't just be right. Don't just follow anyone. If you are learning, if you are, uh, inculcating, if you are trying to inculcate anything, try to be a smart learner. And in this era of technology, we can't focus on hard work only. We need to focus on smart work also. Then only we
Right,
can
right.
cope, right,
Yes, I
with all
second
these
that.
scenarios.
Absolutely.
So
Right.
that's it.
That was beautifully summed up. And I think our learners got a lot of value from this lesson. And I look forward to having more such sessions with you. It was really insightful, and I really enjoyed our conversation here, connecting with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And feeling is
Okay.
mutual. And definitely, we will be having one more session with certain good points, right? And I
Right.
would like to tell you that your voice is, it has a soothing element. I love the way you speak, and the way you generally you present yourself. I have also watched your videos. You have that very, I would like to tell you in that Hindi word, you have that tehrav in your voice. That's what I like
Sure.
it. So
That
very
is
nice.
really, really nice to know. Thank you so much for these kind words. Thank you for the appreciation. Okay, goodbye.
Okay. Have a good day. Bye bye. Take care.
Yes, you too. Bye.